Hey everyone, this is Andres with Duda's support team. In today's video, I'd like to show you how you can leverage your browser's developer tools as well as your CSS skills to customize Duda's widgets. We're going to dive into how to inspect your site's HTML to select specific elements, and then we're going to apply some CSS to achieve the desired customization. Today we're going to look at a photo gallery widget, though the concepts I'm going to share with you can be applied to many different use cases. So let's dive in. Right, so here we have a Duda native store template. On the home screen, you'll find a product gallery for this template, and the underlying code is essentially a photo gallery. And if you're familiar with those, you'll know that in the design options, you can change how the caption is placed, and you can change the position as well. But you'll notice that it changes the position on all the images. So if you had more than two, they would all be getting the same update. But what if you wanted to have just the word caption at the top and the casual at the bottom? This is a good use case for the developer tools because the design options don't let you change the individual images there. So I always like to go into preview mode, and then the easiest way to get to the developer tools is to right click the page and click inspect. You will also find it in the settings of the browser. In Chrome, it's typically under more tools and developer tools. And then once you're here, you can find the selector icon, and then if you hover the page, you'll see that it's actually highlighting the underlying code at the bottom that is rendering the content. So we know we want to work with this image on the left, but it's not the image we're concerned with, it's actually the caption, right? And so this class is the image container. We're going to minimize that, and we want to work with the caption today. Specifically, this caption inner that uses flex to change how this caption is placed. Now, Flexbox and the developer tools are a complex topic and goes beyond the scope of this video today. So this is going to be most helpful to people that have some knowledge in HTML, CSS, Flexbox, development knowledge in general. But what I will show you is that you can add code to this element style window here. And if you're familiar with Flex, you know that justify content determines where items will be placed within the Flex container. This is currently using Flex end because the caption is at the end of the container, but we actually want it to be at the start. And if you see that once the code is applied, it's at the start of the container here, right? And so this is kind of the look we're going for, just to give it a more unique design. So we know that the code's going to work. Now, how do we apply it to the actual platform? First, you want to find the selector for that caption. Again, easiest way is going to be to right-click, copy, and then copy the selector. Now that you've got that in your clipboard, we're going to go back to the editor, go into the Duda developer mode, move myself out of the way here, and you'll see the different pages of your site with the relevant HTML and CSS pages. We know that we're working on the home page today, specifically that desktop tablet view. Now you can kind of just add some lines here and then paste in your selector. And this is grabbed by the developer tools for you. Makes it really easy to target specific things. And then you'll need to add the opening bracket so that you can add your code. Again, we know that justify content, flex start will work. Now, another thing to note is that if you're adding code to the Duda platform, you want to make sure that you're adding exclamation mark important. That's going to make sure that the code you add overrides any changes you're making in the design menu. And I'll highlight that in just a bit. So we're going to save the code and close, and give the editor a quick refresh, make sure that everything is updated. And now that we're back, you can scroll down and see that your caption is at the top, following the code you added. Now if you go back into the design options and try to change that, you'll notice that only the right picture is being updated. That's because this one doesn't have the code that we added targeting it. This one has the exclamation mark important, so the changes you make here are not overriding that code. Alright, so that was just a brief example of the kinds of customizations you can make using developer tools. Hopefully you can expand on these concepts that I shared today to make the customizations that you need on your Duda sites. But as always, feel free to reach out to our awesome support team if you have any questions. Until next time.